So obviously you won, which is fabulous. So talk about the winning idea, the winning presentation, and how you came up with it, because it was quite unusual, I thought, what you girls created.
Thank you. I think I was just put into contact with Maeve when they said you're the two people doing it. We were there brainstorming like what could we possibly focus on. And I had been thinking about this, I think, for some other reason, or I was just interested in general, but just I love wildlife. And I said it to Maeve and she was like, I love wildlife too, because like who doesn't? So we kind of focused on that idea pretty quickly actually, which was fantastic. But UL is just such a unique campus, and I have gone.
And bear in mind as well, UL have so many sustainable things already built into the campus that have been done by prior students, like, you know, the cutlery in the canteen and the bins and the plastic water bottles. They already have all that. So we kind of needed to take kind of a new focus and a new direction.
Absolutely. We'd think outside the box because there was so much there already, and we didn't want to be repeating ourselves. We wanted something different.
Something new, yeah.
I used to be a dog walker and in my first and second year in college, and I used to bring the dogs around campus, and I'd be up and down the River Shannon, and because we're so lucky to have the River Shannon going through our campus and so many walk routes and everything, I'd walk for like an hour and a half at a time, and I'd see so much wildlife, and it would just be so fantastic to see all the swans and all the geese. And every time I saw a heron, it was just the best experience ever, because they're rare enough where you see them, it's really special, but they're also common enough that you see them enough to go, oh yes, and it's just very exciting. So I was just like, we have such a unique opportunity, and we're right in the countryside but also right in town. So I think we like the idea of exploring that aspect of the campus.
And we also did a lot about kind of raising awareness, because people didn't realize that our campus is situated on the River Shannon, and that's like amazing. And the wildlife come for that reason. If we didn't have it, then they wouldn't be there really, in some cases. So we wanted to raise awareness, like signs around campus, and just to let people know what's there, because people, you know, we don't know where people are coming from, different countries or city life. They might not know even what could possibly be out there. So yeah.
And obviously it was all done online, you know, the challenge. So did you struggle kind of to get the research done because you weren't on campus and you weren't, you know, kind of seeing the wildlife firsthand, or did you manage to go for a walk around campus?
I think photos were the thing that we didn't have. I know Jacqui had a few photos from her dog walking, but we didn't have any kind of specific photos to the topics that we wanted to talk about. You know, obviously we wouldn't just have them on hand all the time. So that was the thing that we were lacking, I think. Obviously Google had the kind of satellite photos and stuff, so that was brilliant. But yeah, we were lacking that.
Really nice. I think it's just, even without the project, it would just be really nice to go into UL and have a walk around.
Yeah, definitely.
It would have been nice to go in and just kind of experience it more, and maybe take more of a scientific approach and
could have done some research then.
Yes, and like analyze what exactly is there, especially focusing more on insects and things. It would have been really nice to do a survey and to research more in that aspect. But I think because we're third years,
we did an online survey.
Yes, we did an online survey about awareness. Yeah. So that was Maeve's idea, and it worked out really, really fantastic.
That was a good one, yeah.
And did you girls get free reign to just kind of do what you wanted, do what you thought? Because there was a lot of creativity involved, not only because it was all done online, but also kind of coming up with everything.
The only limits were what was there already, what was already done in UL. We wouldn't repeat what's already done. So it was just that was the only limit, in my opinion anyway. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, and like they said, you know, the organisers of the challenge said that we could dream as big as we wanted. Like any team could think of anything. Money was no restrictions, like the technology was no restrictions, just go as big as you wanted. So, and Maeve and I came up with the whole idea ourselves. We weren't told that yes or no, we couldn't do anything. Our team leader Conan was fantastic. He was so helpful, and he really let us do what we wanted, and he agreed with our ideas.
He did,
really helpful with structuring things and saying focus on this, because I think that's a really nice aspect and things like that. So
it was a nice outsider perspective.
Yes. But there was no one from UL or no one from the geography department being like, please do this or please don't do this or anything like that. They said,
we kind of decided,
go for it. Here's the challenge.
Yeah.
Figure it out, which was fantastic.
We decided to keep it a bit kind of realistic because we do want to bring it, and Jacqui, we still want to bring it to UL to see if we can actually implement our ideas. So that's the reason we kind of didn't think of changing the whole toilet system in the whole of UL. So we kept it realistic, yeah.
No, that was my next question. Are you gonna, obviously, I know we spoke previous to the interview starting, me and Jacqui, kind of the response you've got has been amazing, that you didn't expect for people to be as excited. So in terms of that, going to the university and saying, listen, this was our idea, do you want us to do it? Do you want us to help out? Because I know obviously there was talk of an app, like that kind of stuff, you know.
We'd love to do that, and it was amazing the response that we did get from people. We got so many emails saying congratulations, this is fantastic. So it was a really nice recognition.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And we started, like as Maeve said, we wanted to keep it realistic because we were like, wouldn't it be so lovely if this is something that happened in UL? But I don't think we thought they'd take it so seriously and they'd go, yeah, sure, let's talk about this. Let's really give it some thought and see if we can do it. And we were like, oh my God, that would be so fantastic. Because we really like our ideas. We think they'd be really beneficial on campus. We think they'd just be something really unique and would bring another aspect to UL that isn't really common in other campuses, I wouldn't imagine. So when they were like, how would you do the app? We're like, well, we were thinking of doing this. I'm like, very cool. Okay, let's see if we can. And I was like, oh, awesome. So yeah, when they approached us and kind of said, yeah, we're thinking we can make this happen, it was like, that would be so fantastic.
I hope it does. I definitely hope it follows through for you, just for you two girls. Like, such a fantastic achievement. And
yeah, definitely one for the LinkedIn anyway, for sure.
Yeah, it is. It's brilliant.
So like we said, you're both geography students doing a Bachelor of Arts with another subject each.
Yeah.
So in terms of what you've done in your geography modules already, what aspects of the learning that you've done previous do you think influenced your idea and how you were able to progress throughout the challenge?
I think this is a subject matter that's covered by, I'm not sure if it's just us, but all geography students, like sustainability and future kind of thinking. But we did more of that in second semester. So when we were supposed to go on Erasmus, we did a lot of that in that semester. So
yeah,
that
so
definitely
connected really well with what
it did connect perfectly.
Yeah.
And
I think we're doing biogeography now, which is all about animals and their habitats and everything. So we actually were a little bit ahead of our curve, you know what I mean? We kind of got
it's very relevant.
Yeah, a little bit before. So now this semester doing biogeography, it's like, oh my God, all of this would have been so helpful. But now it's like more like looking back and connecting some dots, being like, I see where it was all going now. I see what we were trying to say when we see everything being taught in biogeography. But I think as well, you know, we had a lot of transferable skills as you get from any kind of college group, especially, you know, the geography point of view from studying geography was especially helpful. But, you know, just being able to research and experience of doing presentations previously, we've done quite a few presentations in geography already. So that experience was really, really helpful because we weren't doing anything totally new and out of our depth. We were just kind of building on the skills that we had learned from studying geography.
And I'd just like to reassure everyone that you don't have necessarily to be studying geography to do this competition.
So open to everyone, you'd say?
Absolutely. Just have an interest, You learn so much.
Yeah,
we learned so much.
If you just have a passion for something, you know, I'm not a big academic person, but I think it's just having a passion and having an interest for anything. You know what I mean? I think that just gets you so far. That's half the battle. Because if you're the most academic person in the world, but you're not interested in what you're doing, it's just going to be so difficult for you. But if you're super interested, but like you're not really a massive academic person, like that's half the battle. You can definitely do it. Like,